All right, so we are back here, starting the quarterfinals right now, here in round 2. We have an interesting matchup. It is Bowser versus Ganondorf. Ganondorf didn't actually really participate in his battle. He just Thanos snapped Link out of it. Honestly, it was a really smart play for him to play that card when he did, going against the one hero who has the power to stop him. But he's going to be in tough here against Bowser, who is a villain in his own right that is just as indestructible.
But now, no, it looks like at this point, Ganondorf has 146 damage on him. What is he doing against Bowser at this point? But I guess this chicken is just doing most of the damage at this point. Oh,
Bowser is he's just here having fun more than anything. He decided, I think he was even feeling sorry for Ganondorf, so he decided to tank a bomb to the face before up smashing him.
Bowser trying to get an up air on the bus for some reason. That was weird. But
I think Ganondorf is afraid. Ganondorf was hiding down there below the stage for a while.
And Ganondorf gets taken by the bus.
Ganondorf beginning to make up some ground, but Bowser is holding on just barely.
Yeah, it's amazing. I know he's a heavy character, but 150%. Oh, he gets taken out at that point. That makes sense.
And Ganondorf happened to get a recovery heart and has basically made this an even match after getting destroyed in the early game. It's almost like Ganondorf was not even using his full power to start things off, trying to kind of mislead things. And he stops Bowser from getting the recovery heart, which would have helped Bowser hang on for a little bit more. Bowser he dodges the big attack from Ganondorf, and Ganondorf is out! He got knocked off by the hand!
And all of a sudden, it's still a fairly even match, but
somehow
it's hard
Bowser
to say.
managed to take that deficit and turn it into an advantage. He has still not died yet.
He literally bet the whole pot, but then just literally got return on nothing at that point.
This has been an impressive back and forth match, but Bowser, I think, just committed suicide. He knew he wasn't going to recover, so he just ended it.
Yeah, I clearly, if I were there in live, because obviously COVID precautions and all that, I believe if we were there live, we would have seen him unplug his controller and just walk off. I believe that's actually what happened. So
now this is an interesting matchup. Kirby versus Cloud. I mean, I guess it makes sense. They both are kind of fluffy and in the air, that sort of thing, right?
Ooh, and this is curious, but I do believe that this was actually a choice by Kirby, because at this point, he is actually familiar in the ring and actually automatically getting that assist trophy right off the bat. Yeah, I have to believe that the choice of stage was Kirby.
Oh yeah, he has fought many a battle here versus King DDD, who, unfortunately, due to poor performers in the first round, isn't here, but still a favorable match.
Oh man, and Kirby is just using his meta knowledge of the ring stage just to absolutely dominate Cloud at this point. Why are they going the opposite ways? What is their thought process here?
I don't know. Cloud is kind of just in distress because of all the chickens.
Oh man, and we have a response from the fans. They are literally saying, Cloud, get it together. You could do better. Come on, Cloud. What are you doing? You literally have limit at this point. Why aren't you using it? Oh, there we go. It is a time thing. Oh,
and there's the rock drop.
How did Kirby anticipate that?
And then Cloud responds by dropping the stage lights on Kirby. Transform into a rock and drop on Kirby, but he's gonna drop something a lot bigger on him. Oh, Kirby is once again putting the edge of the ring to his advantage, and he has done it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't have a person in that match, but good, go Kirby. Bowser Jr. versus King K. Rool. Bowser Jr. obviously has the entitlement to the crown of Bowser, King of the Koopas, but can he become a king sooner by taking out King K. Rool? We will see.
No, he can't. King, you're a prince. I win. And Bowser Jr. just could not handle that shock.
Last match on the right bracket, we have Pikachu versus Fox. A very unorthodox match. We have Pikachu that essentially knows Volt Tackle and can just fuck up anybody, even level 120 Mewtwo. That's not a thing, but I'm gonna make it a thing. Versus Fox that could just counter anything whenever he wants to. So let's see how this match turns out. So
we'll see whose electricity ends up winning out.
oh, and Pikachu gets a home field advantage at this point. I mean, at this point, he has battled on this stage for millennia at this point. He knows
that he still gets himself blown up by that Voltorb. Some things never change.
But was it tactical to get that assist trophy? It actually sent him closer to that assist trophy, so maybe it was tactical at that point. Been playing on this field for a millennia. He knows things that we don't. Look at this point. He's just bouncing between the buildings. He doesn't care. He uses his bomb. He gets knocked off. He's using the assist. But you see, Pikachu still gets another assist trophy. Will they get? Ooh, that was a beautiful down tip. How is Fox not forward smashing this Pikachu at this point? Pikachu is very vulnerable at 132. Literally, you could sneeze on them and they'd be fine. Is that assist trophy? I don't know what that person is. I'm just gonna pretend I know. Irihim. Oh, from Skyward Sword, 9%. Pikachu needs to get some sort of at least forward smash or maybe even a down B for that lightning bolt, but can't get anywhere near.
No, this is a very tight match, but Pikachu wins.
Pikachu wins.
He really is just extremely familiar with the buildings here and put full advantage at some of those drops there, knocking Fox down.
We have to apologize for the audience at this point. Like, they definitely have been rooting for the wrong person so far. And it's fine.
Solid showing, and now we are down to the semifinals. And starting off, we have the exciting matchup of Ganondorf versus Kirby. Two of our more powerful contenders right here, I would say. And I think that it's a strong chance that we could have our winner come out of this semifinal.
I mean, to be honest, I feel like Kirby at this point has actually won off of luck. Like, don't get me wrong, they have strong abilities, but they haven't really shown that versus just being just lucky at this point. Versus Ganondorf has actually been showing their dominance. So we'll see how this turns out.
However, that luck may be just the thing that Kirby needs to have in his favor to pull off a win against Ganondorf. And an interesting choice of map here.
Isn't this Wuhu Island?
Yep. Location of the Wii Sports Resort.
Ganondorf, what are you doing? Okay, Kirby getting attacked by Cuckoos at this point.
Ooh. And Ganondorf perfectly times the bomber right there.
See, at this point,
destroys Kirby, takes the early lead.
Yeah, Kirby is definitely nervous at this point because I acknowledge Wuhu Island at this point. At this point, Ganondorf is actually just using the assist trophies to his advantage, which is an amazing move.
Destroyed Kirby again. This is a slaughter right now.
A slaughter. As much as I love Kirby, Kirby's dying here. As much as I'd love to say Kirby can win this. Oh, is this the... No, it's not.
No, he really needed to get that off because up until this point, Kirby hadn't actually gotten a hit until after getting 2 KOs.
Seems like the crowd is wondering why they tend to pick the losers. And honestly, I think it's just definitely don't gamble for a living. Kirby's problem at this point is they're not...
It's kind of hard, though. Ganondorf has essentially negated everything that Kirby has done.
Especially
getting
with
that maximum heart, the heart container.
It's over.
And Kirby...
Oh, Kirby survived!
How did he survive? What did he hit?
It's the will of the people. He can win. I believe no.
Ganondorf took the will of the people and he slammed it in the face. Ganondorf with the 3-0. He is scary. I fear for whoever has to go up against him.
See, this Ganondorf is from the hero who's fallen time. That's my only response at this point. King K. Rool.
First, make sure you're not on the skip battle, please.
Okay, yeah, yes, you're right. Okay, so we have King K. Rool versus Pikachu. And at this point, I'm okay with either of them. However, as much as I love Pikachu, I think King K. Rool has the best chance of beating Ganondorf. That being said, I'm still gonna root for Pikachu. This is as a commentator, I'm not supposed to show bias, but Ganondorf needs to be stopped. If he wins, I'm telling everybody right now, Breath of the Wild 2 will not come out. If Ganondorf wins, Breath of the Wild 2 will not come out, okay? So our best way of winning is King K. Rool. Okay, let's go.
Pikachu, even as the underdog, I feel like he can pull something sneaky right here.
Well, what's kind of unfortunate is it's not Pikachu's fault that Pikachu is Pikachu. His trainer refuses to actually evolve him. Yes, you could say that Pikachu always says he doesn't want to get evolved, but realistically, a trainer decides. And the fact that the trainer has not decided to evolve Pikachu into Raichu, it's kind of the trainer's fault.
The reason why Ash
fault.
has continually refused to evolve this Pikachu is because he truly believes in the magic of the underdog. And here we are in the Fountain of Dreams, the perfect place for an underdog to start his story.
See, and I want to believe it, but Pikachu continues to miss the down hits on this King K. Rool, especially with King K. Rool's up B. I don't understand what's happening. Yes, he's gathering damage, but he's not confirming.
Yeah, well, he is got the kill, and then and then used a bomber in celebration. And has shown up is blasting King K. Rool, is causing destruction, and he is done, but so is King K. Rool.
Pikachu didn't need to even do anything for that. Did you see that? That was just a free kill for Pikachu. Pikachu might actually pull this off.
Pikachu has the advantage right now, but as we do know, we get a blast there from King K. Rool, helping bring that damage up on Pikachu.
Okay, if I were Pikachu right now, Pikachu needs to just get some damage on King K. Rool. Not necessarily for a kill, never mind, that's all gone. And yeah, King K. Rool just like literally re-healed at this point. So at this point, you just play neutral. Play neutral. Oh, what are you doing, Pikachu? Oh, Pikachu, you see that disrespect? Oh, continues with the disrespect. Look at that. Look at that.
He is trying to meteor smash King K. Rool, but K. Rool has got the up B to counter that.
Oh, and the bomb. Oh, but that Mr. Ice. Don't know what Pikachu's aims here at this point. Can you get that bomb?
He's going for it.
No, because he was invincible at that point at the ledge.
Dodged on the corner and is trying to finish this off, and he almost got him. Oh, and he got the heart.
Pikachu has the heart
on his
champions.
legs here.
But he's got an uphill climb now. Oh, this is over. Yeah, no, Pikachu has no conceivability of winning this at this point. Oh, Pikachu's proving me wrong. Getting those neutral bees in there. Oh, got Mr. Saturn threw it for no reason. Oh, try to get a volt tackle there. This is what you love
to see from an underdog.
Can Pikachu get that bomb? No, he gets knocked off by Brain Age at this point. Pikachu bringing it back. Oh.
You hate to see it. But that was a fantastic match there from Pikachu.
That was one of the best matches I've seen from an underdog in a very long time. Though I was biased, I wanted Pikachu to win. I have to admit, that was the best fight I've seen from the CPU. Don't you agree?
Oh, yes. We had a real tight match here, but King K. Rool manages to hold on there, get the victory. We'll see how things settle out in this Battle of the Kings. Okay, for the final match, the two characters here who actually managed to find ways to skip through a match at some point end up facing off against each other.
This is true. These are two people that managed to play the cards that they had in front of them, because every competitor actually had the chance to skip a match, but it was only Ganondorf and King K. Rool that decided to use that feature.
Although I believe that in King K. Rool's case, he just managed to convince Junior that he wins because he is a king and Junior's a prince, so it's already decided, and Junior just accepted that. But yep, it's a heavyweight matchup, and Ganondorf didn't suffer any damage his last match. We're gonna see whether that carries over into the final.
This is true. So Ganondorf, the Dark Prince of the Legend of Zelda series, versus King K. Rool, the guy that just really likes bananas.
I mean, he likes stealing them. I think it's more
I mean,
in the
if he likes
thrill
them
of...
enough, he's gonna steal them. If I like strawberries enough, I'd steal them.
Okay, and once again, we are having another battle in Pokemon Stadium.
But it makes sense because it's one versus the other. We have to have an official stadium to make sure we determine the winner. And I love how King K. Rool is automatically going for the assist trophy and automatically takes a stock from Ganondorf.
Wow. King K. Rool just saw what Ganondorf did that last match to Kirby and decided, you know what, I can do the same to you.
And it's interesting to see now, like, how they're actually utilizing the different map changes. Like, you saw that King K. Rool used that cannon there for a second, and he actually angled it above the hill because he knew it wouldn't do any good hitting the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Why is there tomato there?
And now he's just tomato. That's about it. Ganondorf decides to take advantage of that to get a claptrap, have one of King K. Rool's own minions betray him.
Ooh, and that shoulder charge by Ganondorf takes that stock from King K. Rool. And it was funny because you assumed King K. Rool was ahead, but Ganondorf was actually good enough to actually not take damage during that whole stock loss. So this is actually a fairly close battle.
But like I said, Ganondorf turned King K. Rool's own minion against him, and that ultimately resulted in King K. Rool biting the dust there.
Wow, we're in the dark, so we can't see anything, so I'm assuming they're just dancing at this point. So...
it's fine, there's plenty of explosions happening.
So I know a lot of people would assume that King K. Rool using a gun in this match is unfair, but you gotta remember that Joker from Persona 5 uses a gun too, so it's not that unfair, so...
Well, Ganondorf brings a sword that's basically his full body size, so it evens out in my opinion.
Man, these Cuckoos are just like destroying both of them at this point, it looked like it. Oh, they're just fighting off the stage, what's happening here?
Those Cuckoos have known all about Ganondorf's violence for a long time, and they helped contribute to his demise there.
And this is the way to determine the final match. 0-0. I know it isn't now, but 0-0%. They're both there. They're fighting for their pride. They're fighting for the win here. Who will come out on top at this point? Oh my god,
once
and
again,
they're on ice
Nagrid is here trying to take down Ganondorf, who is really getting destroyed right now.
Ooh, and King K. Rool is just not letting up at 157%. Oh,
he had him right there, but didn't get the finishing blow. We'll see if that's a mistake.
Yeah, he's using any of his ranged projectiles at this point. The cannon, the crown, he's doing everything again. Oh, the Cuckoo's coming in for clutch.
But can Ganondorf get a single massive blast to destroy King K. Rool?
Oh, will that bomb? Oh! You know what? I don't feel like that's fair.
Just like that, the King of Evil has fallen.
No, I was gonna say, I don't feel like that's fair. I feel like he died to that bomb. I don't feel like that's fair. I think that we need to go into best 2 out of 3.